Good afternoon, everyone. Sawadee ka. So first of all, I have to thank Tony Chowders because he's invited me to be here. He's tried to force me to be here as well. And I think this is the first thing that I found that I met the amazing people here. When I just observed you for 2 days, when you sit here and then you try to talk, and I can see something on your eyes. And I can see that you have the feelings of, very environmental friendly. And I think Thailand, we just first start. And thanks, Tony, again that you bring me here to meet a lot of people here. And I think you are so great. Please give a big hand to yourselves. So my topic today is about interpretation because I'm working for government as well. Actually, I'm educator. I'm the professor in the Mahidol University, and I help the Department of Tourism to work on interpretation planning for site manager and also community. And the topic today is just how to give the idea and concept of interpretation to Thailand. And actually because we, like you, we want to see you as the models, and we actually go for sustainable tourism as well. I think we've been developed and we have very special unit to actually, make sure that we focus on the sustainable tourism in Thailand. So this is the outline for today, actually because we only have about 20 minutes. And Tony said to me that if I stay longer, he's going to shut off my microphone, so I have to be fast. Alright, he's going to shut off my voice. And first, before we talk about Thailand and right now, what the situation now, and also with my site analysis, versus we use my site. Tourism site to just apply with the interpretation plannings. And also we probably talk a little bit about interpretive planning application for night site. And also last is why we actually get the concept of marketing applied with interpretive planning. So we'll let you know soon. So this is Thailand, actually. So I think everyone knows Thailand. So anyone have been to Thailand before? We work very hard for it. Thank you very much. You help for academic for Thailand as well. And we probably proud of to be the first ASEAN countries to develop interpretive plannings guidelines. Okay, we actually have Thai and English version as well. Probably just finished from last month as well, which is helping from Tony as well. Because I think in Australia you've done so great and you have such a lot of techniques and things. So as us, our developing country, we follow you and we try to adapt something that suits to us. And also our 9 tourism sites are selected. Actually, we open for every communities or every national park who can, apply to the Department of Tourism. This is kind of a big project around Thailand, and we have about 30 sites applied, and we select 9. Okay, and that will be included with the ecotourism site, historical tourism site, and also cultural tourism site. Okay. And also, it's actually our interpretation is quite new topic for Thailand. I mean, we have the local guide, we actually have a lot of tools, but we probably don't understand much about what we can improve or develop the terms of interpretation to the local communities. So this is the first kick-off of Thailand to actually focus on interpretive plan guidelines. Okay, and then actually we have a lot of story. I think you know about Thailand, bad side, positive sides, and everything. But we have such a long history, and when we talk about history, we talk about cultures. So it's difficult to interpret, and it's difficult for the local communities to apply. So that's why we give some guidelines for them. And also, we promote our countries as a sustainable tourism destination. So that's why I think it's first start from, I just talked with Professor Roaring, and he just mentioned that he came to Thailand to give the conference, to join the conference in 1995. Actually, we developed from ecotourism and then moved to the sustainable tourism from last 5 years. So that's why right now we start to promote our countries to be, sustainable tourism destination. And you see some, TVC from Thailand. Maybe you see some, like this year we promote Discover Thailand. Okay, so that's why you see me. So I don't know, I have to ride the bicycle today. Can you imagine? With the rain, and try to make sure you can be here, but two of us, from Thai, just want to make sure we put effort to make sure you appreciate our dress today. Okay, so I would like you to see the video that we actually shift from, selling the products, but we actually selling the sense of place. So maybe please turn on the videos.
Welcome to Thailand, boys! Hey! There's a lot of food here. Ow! What is that? What's that? What is that? What is this? Alloy. Fish on the beach. Wow. Heaven. I think I found the real finger food. I'm not going home. This is unbelievable. Unreal.
So, how do you feel? So actually, I think you will see some different if you just be as a big fans of Thailand. We have developed our TVC to make sure that you want to feel touch of Thai. So that's why you see riding the buffaloes, or even use your finger to eat, or even enjoy with the community. So you see a lot of that. So that's why this is what we've been developed. And also, I just want to talk about my tourism sites that I have, done the project with government. And I'll probably have to summarize that, actually we have a lot of unique destinations, including with eco, cultures, and history, but also, they actually don't understand, in terms of the local communities, they probably have to start to see that possibility to develop themselves in terms of tourism management first, okay? And then later on, they probably have to start to think about how to develop integrated planning. I don't know what's in Australia start, but in Thailand, probably because right now the government start to feel like, you probably they want to start to support to make sure the economics go to the tourism. So that's why the local community become to be more focused. So that's why sometimes they apply to the government project, but they lack of the idea of tourism management, and they want to jump up to to develop integrated planning. So this is quite difficult. So that's why by the end, that's why I just try to adapt using marketing plan or business plan to adapt with integrated plan. So that is the first idea. And because the people probably don't understand much about why it's so important, because that's the reasons why we have to give more information about it. And moreover, probably in terms of communication too, sometimes it's not fit to the local. Some local people understand that we have to have the tour guide, probably guide the tourists to go to different places. But in fact, probably they have more tools, but they don't understand how to use it, and they don't understand that which tools are suitable for them. And the reasons of the budget as well, because normally every local communities they actually ask for funding from the government, but the problem is that the government they have the limitation, they cannot give to everyone. So that's why whenever they're very creative, give example, one community they want to have QR code, and then they said that it's very good to have QR code because after we give some information about they have too many different tools. Finally, they probably have to kind of competition to get the fundings, and also they don't understand much about when we set up the tourism, we probably have to have the target as well. They said everyone could be their target, but in fact, I think everyone knows that we have very special target. So that's why we have to give the information from the ground to want to make sure that they understand the concept of tourism and are ready to go for tourism attraction. So that's the first part for me to explain to them why we have to have integrated planning. And this is the first things that I mentioned to them, that actually integrated plan are a part of sustainable tourism development. And I think being here, you already mentioned about that interpretation in tourism is very important. And just some examples, and we have a lot of ethnic groups, just like from northern part, eastern part, southern part. They're very unique, but they don't know that they are unique, and they're not really confident that they are. They can open their village to the tourists or the tourism, but they feel that they want to keep and they want to be sustainable. They want to preserve what they have, but then they don't understand that if one day open, what's going to happen. And I think even the way they dress, their life, the way of life, they're totally different. But then we as an expert, probably we have to go and tell them that why it's so important to keep the story with you and show how the story of you very important to us. Sometimes we call us Thai, but actually we have very small group. They don't think that they are Thai. So that's why, the reason why I wear the costume, actually I have a lot of ethnic groups as a friends, and actually they follow me on Facebook. Normally I always buy the product from them, and they actually, when I wear the costume or use that product, they're going to be very proud of it. So that's the feelings of be confident. So that's what I give them an idea about it. And actually, Thailand, 1,000 years, or 700 years, we have such a long story, and also, but we probably don't understand what I mentioned about, interpretation. They don't have the feelings of the linkage between values of their destination and also the history. So that's why we have to start to talk about, how important. This is the photos from temples, which is from our nice site from Thailand. But probably in your perception, when we talk about the Buddha, you always think that it's only about men, right? In your perception. This is the first woman in the monk characters. You probably never know about it, but this is the first history of this village that they just want to show, but they probably no one know about it before. So that's why it just become to be the old temple without story, without interpretation. So that's why it become to be a little bit like abandoned. So later on they understand more about how to come up with a story, and that could be helpful for them as well. And it's very important when we talk about interpretation. I think everyone knows we talk about prioritize topics and themes. And in terms of the 9 signs, everyone said that every story is important. Every single topic is important. But then we have to give them some ideas that, they have to prioritize the theme and topics. And then, they can think about to do the interpretive planning effectively. And this campaign in this project is not only helping the local communities, but also we think more advanced to how to have the link of the new generation to be a part of the interpretive planning. So that's why we have a lot. I think we have as a model for other ASEAN countries as well to have the little tour guide project, which is not only their parents, but also that themselves can be, represent their hometowns, and they're very proud of, present that story. So that's why even they come to be like in traditional dance or traditional costume, but then they're very proud of it. But we did not talk about money, but we talk more about, how to make them proud first. So that's just the first step of interpretation in Thailand. And this is the idea of, interpretive plannings from, I don't know which is different from you, but actually I look at I search from the internet for interpretive plannings. I already found 2 places, one Hull, Australia, and the second one is in New Zealand. That's what I found. And that's why this has come up to be, something that I already applied to be, the first start from the, if the community want to develop their interpretive planning, this is the idea. Probably start from background, vision, positioning of interpretation. I have to go through the details here to just want to make sure that they understand a single detail, which is already put into the manuals or the guidelines. Or even prioritize topics, objective, target, duration, or even the budget as well. And actually, we don't let them feel that they have to ask for the budget. We actually want them to feel that they probably have to find the budget by themselves too. We're not going to rely on only government, but how the government can get the funding, how they can get the funding from the other sources. And maybe this is going to be my last slide because I've been told that's going to be only 2 minutes. I'm very nervous about to be, shut off by the microphones. So this is the last one. Probably I want to share with you that the first start of, how to create marketing planning mixed with the interpretive planning. Which is, I think I don't know, but I think this is kind of usable for the local community who probably have less time, When we probably come up with an expert who actually want to make sure that the local communities can, understand the concept of planning. I think in Thailand, when we ask the local community to write the plan, like the marketing plan or even the tourism planning is so difficult for them. So that's why I actually mix up between the marketing plan and interpretive planning. We talk about the communication channels, probably that's another tools. So that's why in our chapter from these guidelines, they actually come up with a different chapter from the first one with how the local community understand that positioning compared to others, and also what they look at themselves in terms of, they do understand the competitors or not, and also we look at an idea of what is their objective, what is their objective to apply for interpretive plan, and prioritize topic, and also the target is also important. And then with the, we actually have to tell them about, how very important of, a sense of place. So that's why the feelings of experiences of the tourists is very important. Sometimes the local community, they actually have their own, a career. Give example, like they are rice farmer, and also they're doing something different in agriculture. So the tourism actually becomes to be something for their extra earn. So that's why they have to understand the tourist behavior, and they have to understand the need of the tourist as well. And then because when they understand the tourist behavior, they do understand what kind of channels or what kinds of interpretive techniques that they have to use. And then also, I actually put a very simple one, which is talk about 5P, 7P, probably everyone knows. But this is very simple for them to understand as well. In our country, 7P is very basic for them, but they do understand. It's not necessarily to be something more advanced, but they feel that, they understand more about. And also the responsible finance team, how to manage their monies. And who is responsible for money, and what is the transparency, and how to make it clear for the local people to understand the same things. And last, we talk about how they can evaluate themselves that they already success, and what should be the next step for them for the next plan. Right? So that is the main concept of giving them idea of interpretive plannings in Thailand. So probably that could be the end of story. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kay, for wonderful insights into the amazingly rich cultural and natural history and values of Thailand. I'm sure that has prompted some questions. We've probably got just enough time for maybe one or two. No? All right. Catch Kay at afternoon tea, which it now is. Thank you. Thank you, Kay.
Thank you.